Hi again, Gregg Bell of the News Tribune with 5 players to watch in the Seahawks Monday night game at home against Minnesota. First, and again, Chris Carson. He's coming off a dislocated finger last weekend in the win over San Francisco, and the lead running back will be trying to establish Seattle's essential ground game against a Vikings defense that's the second best in the league in allowing yards per carry. The Seahawks have the top rushing offense in the NFL, and they will still be running early to set up Russell Wilson's play-action passing later, but Carson's task is tougher in this one. Two recent Seahawks are large reasons why Minnesota has been strong against the run. And I mean large. Defensive tackles Sheldon, Richardson, and Tom Johnson are 600 pounds of run stuffing inside for Minnesota. The Seahawks traded Jermaine Kearse, a second-round pick to the Jets, to get Richardson before last season, but he was only on the team for a few months. He proved too expensive to keep, and he signed this spring with Minnesota. The Seahawks signed Johnson last year, as he started for them in this season's opener too. Then the team inexcusably released him to get a backup safety active to play special teams for the Week 2 loss at Chicago. Seattle thought Johnson would re-sign the following week. Instead, he signed back with Minnesota in September. After they run Carson early, Wilson will get his chances to throw against a team he's never lost to. Wilson is 3-0, completing 72.5% of his passes in 3 regular season games against the Vikings. His 8 touchdown passes are his most against any opponent without throwing an interception. He also won his only playoff start against Minnesota in 20 below freeze in Minneapolis in January 2016. Wilson looks to continue the most efficient passing of his career with 29 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, and a passer rating of 115.5 through 12 games this season. The Seahawks need a pass rush to get to the playoffs and then to advance in them. They found one in inside and defensive tackle Jarran Reed. Seattle's second-round draft choice in 2016 is second on the team to Frank Clark with a career-best 5.5 sacks. Last week, Reed hit 49ers quarterback Nick Mullins 6 times, some on looping stunts and others on physically beating his blocker. Monday, Reed's task is to get to Minnesota's Kirk Cousins. He is second to Drew Brees in completion percentage at 71% and is 6th in the NFL with 3,490 yards passing. The Seahawks need Reed's inside pressure to help a defense that is still giving up tons of yards and is mostly reliant on getting turnovers to win.